Thanks for coming back to us here on New Mexico Style. I hope you're enjoying our wonderful hour with the Mommy MacGyvers as we take this time from Christmas through New Year's to kind of enjoy our time with the kids and be practical and purposeful at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
So we've done some really fun things thus far, but there's so much more. So tell me where we begin here today.
Well, we're going to talk about scrapbooking.
Oh, I love it.
I know, don't leave, sorry.
No, I love scrapbooking. I'm just not that good at it.
Well, it's new to me. I initially couldn't stand it. I thought it was for those women that didn't have enough to do.
Yeah, right.
I really didn't like it. And then I have a friend, Janine, and she really gave me a big guilt trip, and she was like, you need a scrapbook for your kids because it's not about you. It's about getting those pictures out of the computer, get them out of the box, and do something.
Yes. How do we look at pictures now? We share cell phones and go, oh, did you see that photo?
Exactly. And you know, and it's so true because, I'm sorry, my mom, love her, but when we have family gatherings, there's no albums for us just to go, hey, let's go check it out, you know, like there's nothing there. Everything's in some big box, like hidden in her closet, and it's just kind of a mess, and I don't want that for my kids.
No, I agree.
So
I like the photo album.
That's why I kind of scrapping.
That's really important is that scrapping is a medium that you can be really, really, really talented at it and spend a lot of money and get really involved and make an entire career of that.
True.
And people do, and we know people that do.
Right.
Or someone like me or like Jennifer, where you just want to be able to get those memories down somewhere where your kids can look at them. So for me, it's about how can I spend the least amount of money, spend the least amount of time, maybe do it with my kiddos to make it so it's an activity that we all enjoy, and then have a product at the end that the kids, when they do want to sit down and look through what happened last year, or you know, what did they look like when they were a baby, or whatever, that there
and
is
there don't have to be rules.
Piece. Exactly.
So what would we do first? Give us an idea.
Well, I'm going to show you one that my son did, and again, he's 6, and this actually he started as a Cub Scout requirement, so it's just starting the process.
Badge called for this?
I don't think there's a scrap. There is a scrapbooking badge for Cub Scouts. Yeah. So they're teaching them. But we just had this easy, like inexpensive binder, and we still need to put like a front in it.
So like 99 cents.
Yeah, exactly. And then all that they did was you just get construction paper, just any construction paper. You can get cardstock. It doesn't matter.
Right.
And you punch holes in it, and you let them go to town.
And then you use those fancy scissors, right? You can get all the different shapes.
Fancy scissors. And then now what I did is I kind of helped him set a layout.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, let's start with your name and your picture, and then let's try to chronologically put it in there. So we showed like a little rubbing he did of leaves for Cub Scouts. And then we moved to Halloween. Now, the hardest part about this is actually letting him do it.
Because you want to do it.
Because I'm like, no, why do you want to put Angry Bird stickers everywhere? I'm sorry, but Angry Birds was not at Halloween. Like, but then you just relax, go, okay, you can do it, it's yours. So, and I did offer like layout suggestions, but for the most part, like he did this. And it just catalogs his experience with Cub Scouts. He can say he did it. And you know, a lot of times too, like the big professional scrapbookers are like, oh, the integrity of the pictures, but it doesn't matter anymore because they're all digital anyway.
Exactly.
And the point of this, you're not going to put the only copy of a photo that you have in a scrapbook that your child makes. You're going to have other copies online or you know, already stored in a different kind of an album. So the important part of this is that the child has fun making it at the time, that they have the activity of it, that's something productive that they can do. And that then when they're 27, they can look back and go, oh my gosh, look at this.
Well, you know, we all do that, but this new generation doesn't have that opportunity a lot of the time. So that's a great idea, and it's an easy and affordable idea. And now what now, these are my favorite color combos, by the way, I've told you. Chocolate brown and pink.
Isn't this great? Now we talked about too, you know, just thinking about others, and there are tons of like mini albums out there. Now this is a really nice one that's with Creative Memories, and it comes with the album and all the matching paper, and it's a little bit more, but Melissa has one she got at the Dollar Tree for $1.
Are you serious?
Right.
$1?
this type of an album is great at the end of the year. I usually make one for my mother-in-law and I make one for my mom, just of the kids' birthdays that year, any trips we took, any times that they got to see their grandparents, pictures of them together.
And they don't live in town, right?
They don't live in town.
See, that's a great thing.
And so my mom and my mother-in-law have something this big that they can stick in their purse and take as a brag book, and they get a new one every year, and they both say it's their favorite gift of the whole year.
That's great, because you can send so many emails and pictures through emails and, you know, photo and all these things.
Exactly.
But you can't go and show, I mean, my grandma doesn't know how to use a computer. You want to go and show somebody the different pictures. That's the brag book idea. It's great.
Yes.
Now, I was going to show you, because people are intimidated by scrapbooking, again, like Jennifer said, this is a 2-pack for $2. So essentially these 2 albums were $1 each.
It's cheap.
There's a mini album that's again from Creative Memories, which is an online scrapbooking company that you can put little pictures in.
Creative Memories, they're called?
And they come with little stickers, so that's a little set. That's a little bit more expensive. These kind of
the stickers are included, you said?
Included, as are with this kit. So it makes it so it's already kind of pre-packaged for people that don't want to put the stuff together themselves. But you can buy these packages of just all kinds of different colors of scrapbook paper that kind of give you a kit of color coordinated things to start with. So if you're not particularly creative, these were $1. These little albums were just $1.
Oh, and they have the slots for the pictures?
Right, and I just did those for my little kiddos because they just want to have something that they can carry around and put in their backpack or whatever of their family. So I'm going to show you, Nikki, how fast it is to make a page. And basically all I did was grabbed a favorite photo of my daughter and I in Breckenridge. And you just use this, it's called a tape runner. You can buy it through one of the scrapbook companies, or you can get it at any scrapbook shelf or aisle at any
So you just cut out this piece of paper.
It was already cut out for me.
Oh, it was already done?
Yes. See? All these papers were already cut out.
Like literally, like
you tape it onto the page.
Cute.
There's a little border piece that I just trimmed off the edge of one of those pieces of paper.
Oh my God, this is like 30 seconds.
It is. And then that, and then we just pick a cute little, let's say this is special. And you go like this, and you
show
slip
them
it
how you did this
into the page, and I'll tip it up and you can have it.
Okay.
There you go.
So cute. Take a look at this. How easy was that? And literally easy as 1, 2, 3. No, I mean, look at, and that looks like it was professionally done.
Yes.
It looks like it was probably very expensive to have made, or you know, and so time consuming, and yet not at all. And then you can just do that. So now each page, because they're blank, I guess, you can fill with whatever colors and patterns you want.
Yeah, you just do one for each side. So the purpose, you know, the purpose of our activity day too is just for those that are intimidated by scrapbooking. It doesn't have to be so intimidating. The last idea we have for this segment is a time capsule, and we have 2 different versions of the time capsule.
And as we approach New Year's Eve, this is the best idea.
This is a good activity for New Year's Eve, or for the week leading up to it, because you kind of do, as you're making your calendars and you're thinking about what you've done this year. You talk about vacations that you've taken, places you've gone, things you've seen. We made a time capsule. We used an oatmeal canister.
Oh my gosh.
We decorated the outside. We're opening ours next New Year's Eve 2012. Jennifer's time capsule, they're going to wait.
Like 10 years.
10 years.
I'm mean. I'm like, you're not opening that for 10 years.
Our attention span's not that long. So then you just let your children kind of go nuts. And remember, this is not going to be, these are not going to be mementos that are of any monetary value or anything that you don't want to have.
Look,
and in the good old days, people would bury their time capsules out in their backyard. I don't advise that. Put it up in a closet back out of the way.
You can find it easily when you're ready to.
Mario or Luigi.
We just put in some things that the kids gathered: a birthday party at Melting Pot, a grocery list that was handwritten by my daughter to show her handwriting at the time.
Yes, like
we went snowboarding in Taos and had a blast.
I love this
idea. A picture from school.
So you put all of these things, and they do. And so on New Year's Eve, you can also, as a family, if you're home as a family, you sit and you remember all these things that this year meant to you.
Exactly.
Away and then know that you have some other time in the future, in your case far future, to look at
us as a tradition next year on New Year's. We'll take this one out, look at it, and make a new one for the next year.
I love it. And the kids, of course, were Mario and Luigi here on Halloween.
That was all Mario, Luigi, and that's so fun because they'll forget and we forget.
Oh, and I see little matchbox.
Isn't that cute?
I love it. It's amazing that you guys come up with these
I'm
ideas.
I'm going to go home and duct tape it so they can't sneak into it.
Honestly, you guys would be so crazy to not do this with your family. What a great idea. All these ideas are fabulous. Memory making is the best possible gift in the world. And we'll be back with so many more fun treats for you. Don't go away. Mommy